How can we give directions in Spanish? Let's start by looking at this word directions. In Spanish, directions is indicaciones, okay? And to give directions is dar indicaciones. In Spanish, there's also the word dirección, okay? La dirección. The word dirección has got two meanings, none of which is directions in this sense. Direction can mean whether something's going this way or that way, okay? The direction, the way in which something is traveling. It also, in this sense, we also use the word sentido, el sentido, okay? So el sentido or la dirección can be used for which way you're going, and also address. Okay, so if I wanted to give my address, I could say mi dirección es, I don't know, calle Mayor 23. Okay, so dirección is also the word for address. In this sense, in the sense of going this way or that way, you can find expressions like, for example, dirección única, one way, or it could also be único sentido. Okay, so these are two expressions for like one way, if a road just travels in one direction. So when we're going to give directions, we may use one of these, which is un plano de la ciudad, in this case, un plano. Or we may use one of these, un mapa, okay? So, un plano, un mapa. And what do I do when someone asks me, for example, para ir al ayuntamiento, por favor? Para ir al ayuntamiento, por favor, notice this expression, para ir, in order to go. Another way how we can ask for directions is cómo se va a, in this case, al ayuntamiento. Por favor. Okay. Cómo se va. So two different expressions meaning exactly the same. This literally, to go to the town hall, please. And this one, how does one go to the town hall? You can use either para ir or cómo se va. So what instructions am I going to give? Okay. So I could say siga todo recto. Siga todo recto. Go straight away. Siga todo recto. I may also see sometimes siga todo derecho. Okay, recto, derecho mean the same. I could also say tuerza a la derecha. O tuerza a la izquierda. Siga todo recto, tuerza a la derecha, tuerza a la izquierda. Okay? Now, sometimes it's not as easy as just turning right or turning left because there are different possibilities. So I may have a road like this, but I need to take, a road like these, where there are more than one right-hand turning, but I need to take the first one. So I would say here, tome la primera a la derecha. Tome la primera a la derecha. I could say tome la primera calle a la derecha. Primera is first, so take the first to the right or take the first street to the right. If instead of the first one, I need to take the second one, I'll say tome la segunda o la segunda calle a la derecha. And if instead of the second one, I need to take the third one, I'll say tome la tercera o la tercera calle a la derecha. Now, what happens if instead of right, I need to go left? Well, no problem. So I'll use exactly the same constructions, but instead of derecha, I'll say izquierda. So this here would be tome la primera a la izquierda. Tome la primera a la izquierda. This one here would be tome la segunda a la izquierda. Izquierda. And this one here when I'm taking the third one, I would say tome la tercera o la tercera calle a la izquierda. Okay, so important words. Primera, segunda, tercera. And then we've got izquierda and derecha. Now, what other things can I say when I'm giving instructions other than sigue todo recto o siga todo recto, tuerza a la derecha, tuerza a la izquierda, tome la primera? Sometimes we use reference points. We use things to tell people go up to there, when you get there, turn right, turn left. Okay, so what are these reference points? Okay, first of all, is this a crossroad? Okay, a crossroad, we call this un cruce. Un cruce. Okay. Another thing we may find is this. Un paso de peatones. Un paso de peatones. Peatón, pedestrian, okay? Un paso de peatones. Another thing we may find is this. A roundabout. Una glorieta. And another thing we may find is this. Un puente. So, why may I need this? So I could say, for example, if someone asks me, ¿cómo se va al ayuntamiento? I may say, sigue todo recto hasta, this word hasta, until or up to, sigue todo recto hasta el cruce. En la glorieta, at the roundabout, en la glorieta, tuerza a la derecha, for example, y siga todo recto. O siga todo recto hasta el cruce. En el cruce, siga todo recto hasta el puente. And let's say there's a right turning here. Y en el puente o después del puente, gire a la derecha o tuerza a la derecha. Okay, so we can give indications, directions, depending on what things are around us. Another couple of words that are interesting to know. So we've got siga, todo recto. We've got tuerza. We've got tome. But also we can use, for example, cruce. Like here, if we wanted to cross the pedestrian crossing, I could say cruce el paso de peatones. And another word that means the same as cruce is atraviese. Atraviese el paso de peatones. Cross, go across the pedestrian crossing. Okay, so cruce, go across, atraviese, also go across. Now, the last thing I want to mention is that for all of these instructions, I've been using the form of respect. So I've been assuming that you, for example, giving directions to someone who is probably older than you, that you've never met before, and you're using the usted. You're using the usted. When you give indications to someone that you know and you treat as tú, okay, these words will change slightly. So instead of siga, we'll have sigue. Sigue todo recto. Okay, carry on straight on. But this is using the tú form. Instead of tuerza, we'll have tuerce. Tuerce. So tuerce a la derecha, tuerce a la izquierda. Perfectly correct. You're just addressing the person as tú. Instead of tome, we will have toma. Okay? Toma la primera, toma la segunda, toma la tercera calle. Okay? And then instead of cruce or atraviese, I will have cruza, and I will have atraviesa. Okay? So these are worth bearing in mind, because you may hear, if you hear instructions, you may hear either way. You may hear people addressing other people as tú, and you may hear people addressing other people as usted.